It's saying calculate the value of x and y in the following diagram. Most WAEC exam or terminal exam, that's where you see this type of question. Quite simple. Then let's look at solution. Solution. So there are two, if you look at diagram, there are two triangles. We have triangle. Let us start from ABD. In triangle ABD, opposite of adjacent, which is x over y, opposite of adjacent, opposite, this is the opposite now. That is tan 60 equal to tan 60. Then we now see that x is equal to y tan 60. Call this one 1. Then in triangle, the big triangle ABC, in triangle ABC, you now see that opposite, which is our x over adjacent, is tan 30. So that is x over y now plus 200 is equal to tan 30. Good. I believe you are following. Quite simple. So that is, call it equation 2. So now say that if x, so this shows that, sorry, that's not your equation 2. So that if we cross multiply, I'm going to see that x is now y plus 200, y plus 200, can close it if you like, tan 30. Then if you get to this point, you now see that since x in equation 1, call this one 2. So you now see equation 1 and 2 are equal. You now see that y equate 1 and 2. Equate 1 and 2. By the time you do that, you're going to see that x, that is y tan 60, that is equation 1 here, which is x, is now equal to here, which is y plus 200, then include the bracket tan 30. So you are going to notice that if you open bracket, you collect item. So y tan 60 is equal to y tan 30 plus this opening a bracket 200 tan 30. Very good. You can see that by the time you collect items, you now see that y collect items, collect like terms. By the time you collect items, you're going to see that y tan 60 is equal to, minus y tan 30. That will now give us 200 tan 30. Very good. So you now see what is common here is y. Separate y, factor out y. So you have what remains here now is tan 60 minus tan 30. Very good. So equal to 200 tan 30. Having said that, therefore, y, which is what we are looking for, now be 200 tan 30 all over this one now, tan 60 minus tan 30. Very good. So we can now calculate based on this. So if you remember that, so this will now give you, from our special angle, you're going to notice something, that if you have a special angle, you have 30, you have 60. So this is now 2 to 3. This is 1. So from that place, you see that tan 30, tan is opposite of adjacent, then 1 over root 3. So you can see here that 200 times 1 over root 3 for up. Then all over down now is, you can see times 60. Times 60 is opposite of root 3. So root 3 minus tan 30 is what? Tan 30 from the diagram is 1 over root 3. 1 over root 3. Quite simple. So that is short form. Don't, if you like use four figure table. If you don't like, use special angle. So by the time we go up here, let's look at up. Numerator will now give you 200 over root 3 all over. So by the time you work on the down one, you're going to see that root 3 times root 3, root 3 times root 3 minus 1 all over root 3. So which is going to give you 3 times 3, 9. Root 9 is 3. So 3 minus 1. Sorry, this one is root 3. Then all over what? Root 3. So this will now be equal to 2 over root 3. Equal to 2 over root 3. So our denominator now is 2 root 3. So we now have 200 over root 3 divided by 2 over root 3. We are going to notice here that 200 over root 3, change this divide to times. This one down will go up. So you have root 3 all over what? 2. So root 3 will cancel root 3. 1, 1. So 2 here, 1. 2 in 200 is 100. So our y now is equal to 100 meters. So 400 meters. So from here, if you use calculator, you're going to get 99.9. But if you use short form, you're going to arrive at 100 meters. That's good. So we want to calculate our x. So having said that, this is now 100. So we're putting our y as 100. So to get our x in triangle ABD, you can see that x over, we're putting our y as 100 is equal to tan 60. Very simple. Tan 60. So we're looking for x. X now is equal to 100 tan 60. So and our 100. So this is 100 tan 60 from our table here. Tan opposite of adjacent, that is root 3. That is 100 root opposite of adjacent root 3. So my name is Mr. B. Franklin. So follow us for more. Thank you.